Hi, brother teacher here. I have perhaps something that would be very helpful to those of you that are struggling with college loan debt that can perhaps take some of the pressure, some of the burden off of you so that you can sleep better at night. And so, um, what I'm about to share with you, there are going to be people that are skeptics. There are going to be people who are not even skeptics, who are just trolls, who always want to try to discredit anything that anyone says of value to the general public. I want all of you that are serious about decreasing your college loan debt or even eradicating it at some point in time. I want you to listen to me very, very carefully. What I'm about to share with you, I have done this for other people, and I am a witness that it does work. And I'll tell you why. First of all, understand this. You have to hear me very, very carefully. I won't be here long with you. I'm going to get right to the point. If you have college loan debt and you are receiving letters from the college, community college, or whatever college that you attended, and it's $3, $4, $500 a month they're trying to get you to pay towards your debt. In most instances, you don't have to pay that. Note that I said in most instances. I'm speaking to a broad audience. There are some people that have extenuating circumstances that I am not aware of. This is generally specific. Wrap your brain around what I just said. Generally specific information. It will work for most of you, providing that you listen to me and follow the instructions that I'm about to give to you. If you are receiving letters where they are telling you that you owe them so many thousands of dollars for your college loan, this is how you handle it. First of all, you decide what your income is monthly, and you decide what all of the bills that you have to pay monthly are. Your main bills, for the most part, I'm talking about housing, utilities, transportation, whether you catch public transportation or you put gas in your own vehicle, catch the bus, it doesn't matter, and food cost, whatever it takes for you to survive every month, you subtract that from your gross for the month, your net, I should say, after the taxes have been deducted from your income, whatever your net is, you subtract all of your major expenses. I'm not talking about going to the movies, theaters, and shows and concerts and things like that. I'm talking about your main bills. So, whatever the balance is what you have left after your bills, your major bills, that is. So, you make the decision. How much can I pay a month? Well, it's not hurting me. I'm going to give you an example. This is sort of hypothetical, but it's real at the same time. Because I have said, as I said earlier, I have seen this work and I have helped people do this, and they're currently doing it as I'm speaking to you on this video. For example, I know someone that owes about $8,000 student loans. Okay? I told them, which is what I'm telling you. Let's say that's you. You take what you make monthly after the taxes and so forth have been taken out, your net. You decide what you feel like you can pay monthly to the college or to the credit department of that same college, whatever the case is, and you draft a letter. You can type it, preferably. If you don't know how to type, get someone to type it for you. Or you can write it. You can hand write it, print legibly, so that it can be read not just by you, but by anyone reading it. Make sure that you print legibly. You put the date that you are typing it or writing it on the letter, and you say to whom this may concern. I have received a letter from you stating that I owe X amount of dollars, whatever the amount is. At this present time, I have a limited income, and I am only able to pay whatever the amount is that you decide that you can pay, so it's not going to kill you. I'm only able to pay this amount. You type that or write that in. I will pay this every month on this date. You tell them what that date is. It can be your pay period or whatever is convenient for you. You say, I will pay it on this date every month. And then you sign your name after you get it notarized. So what a lot of people don't know is that a notary is an officer of the court. Now, when you have something notarized, what do they ask you to do? To swear that what you're saying is the truth. When you say, I swear that it's the truth, or affirm, and then they stamp it with the state seal, and then they witness it, which makes it an official document, which means that you are saying, under the penalty of perjury, that you are indeed telling the truth, that that is all that you can pay. So if you tell the school or that organization that you can only pay $50 a month, then that's what you type in. I wouldn't say $1. That's people trying to get over on this system. But I would say something that makes sense. $50 a month, $25 a month, $75 a month, whatever you think it is that you can bear. And this is what you do also. Once you have that letter notarized, you go out and you get a money order for that same amount. Make sure that you have 2 or 3 additional copies of that same letter. And you send the letter to them with a money order, for example, for $50 or $75, and you keep the receipt. If they send you a letter back saying that they're not going to accept that payment, then you keep that letter in a file with everything pertaining to that college. And if you ever have to go to court, you will show the judge that you made an attempt to pay on your college loan and they turned it down. And the case may very well be thrown out of court. I'm not promising that it's going to happen. Depends on the judge and the state and so forth. But they can't turn a payment away because you're not paying what they're asking you to pay. Understand this. Colleges are businesses as well as institutions of learning. They are a business and they're trying to extract money from you. So, in good faith, you wrote them or typed them a letter saying, to whom it may concern, I am in receipt of a letter that's stating that I owe X amount of dollars. I am not financially able to pay that amount, but this is what I can pay. And you write down or type down what it is that you can pay. You sign it, have it notarized, get a few copies, get the money order for that same amount, and you mail it to them on that particular date. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road. Listen to me very carefully. You must be diligent in your payments. Don't tell them that you're going to pay them on a certain date and you start bouncing around with the payments, because they can find you in default of that, and they can garnish your wages still, or they can freeze your account, your bank account, that is. But if you want to avoid this occurring, then go ahead and make those payments every single month on time. Discipline yourself to do this. And in most instances, they will leave you alone. So understand this also. The college is still going to send you letters, chances are, saying, "Dear Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, we are in receipt of your letter and your payment. However, this does not satisfy your bill," something to this effect. "We still require that you pay this." Those are all bully tactics. Understand that. It's going to happen. 99.9% of the time, that is what they do. They're trying to get all of the money at the same time if they possibly can. That's their job. Ignore that. You continue to send that same amount of money on that same date every single month. That's what you do. You get a copy of the letter that they sent you, and you staple that money order, that new money order, on that copy, and you send it back to them. And you continue to do that every month. A lot of times you'll be surprised. Sometimes after about a year or so, they'll just cancel out your account. I'm not saying it will happen to everyone, but I have heard that it has happened to some. But be diligent, as I said, about making those payments on time every single month. And the letters that they will be sending you, they're going to come off at first as them trying to be nice and courteous and cordial to you. But eventually you might receive a letter where they sound a little bit more aggressive. Take a deep breath, get over it, continue to send the money order. That's it. And I hope that this video was of some service, some benefit to you. Please let me know about your future successes as it relates to your college loan debt, and let me know how it has gone for you. And as I said before, I'm not telling you something that I haven't seen work. You have to just be diligent. This is Brother Teacher. Much love. So long.